where we dig into the past to uncover the stories and hidden value behind America's most common coins. Today, we're taking a close look at the 1975 United States 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln penny. Even though this coin is in bad condition, it still holds interesting value for collectors, historians, and everyday viewers who might have one sitting in a jar or drawer at home. Let's explore everything you need to know. The 1975 Lincoln penny is part of a long-running series that began in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. The design was the first American coin to feature a real historical person rather than Lady Liberty. The obverse side, or the front of the coin, displays the famous portrait of President Lincoln, which was designed by Victor David Brenner. This portrait has remained mostly unchanged for over a century and is one of the most recognized images in American coinage. On the reverse side of the 1975 penny, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparro. This design replaced the original wheat ears in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. If you look closely at the Lincoln Memorial on the coin, even in bad condition, you might be able to see a tiny statue of Lincoln inside the monument, a tiny detail often missed by casual observers. Now, let's talk about the composition of the 1975 penny. This coin was minted before the major metal composition change that happened in 1982. So, it is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. Each coin weighs about 3.11 grams, and its reddish-brown tone is a result of that high copper content. Over time, especially in poor storage conditions, copper coins can become discolored, scratched, or corroded. That's why your coin may appear dark, dirty, or worn down. In terms of minting, the 1975 Lincoln penny was produced at two locations, Philadelphia and Denver. Coins minted in Philadelphia do not carry a mint mark, while those made in Denver are marked with a small d under the date. No Lincoln cents were struck at the San Francisco Mint for general circulation that year, although proof coins were struck with an S mint mark for collectors. In total, more than 9 billion 1975 Lincoln cents were minted, over 5.4 billion in Philadelphia, and over 4.5 billion in Denver. That makes the 1975 penny one of the more common coins from the Lincoln Memorial series. Because of this high mintage, even coins in very good condition are not particularly rare. Now, you might be wondering, if it's such a common coin and yours is in bad condition, is it even worth anything? The short answer is, probably not much in monetary terms, but it still has value. A heavily worn or damaged 1975 penny usually only holds its face value of 1 cent, and maybe a slight premium for the copper content. At current copper prices, the melt value of the coin is around 2 to 3 cents. However, it is illegal to melt down a cents for their metal, so the actual cash value remains just 1 cent unless it's a rare error. But here's where things get interesting. Some 1975 pennies have sold for high prices at auction due to unique errors or varieties. These include off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, and coins struck on the wrong metal blanks. A 1975 penny with a major double die error, for example, could be worth anywhere from $25 to several $100s depending on the condition and clarity of the error. However, if your coin doesn't have any such rare features, and it's in poor condition, it is considered to be worth only face value. Still, there's something magical about holding a coin that has traveled through decades of American life. It may have passed through the hands of thousands of people, been used in purchases big and small, and witnessed the changing face of the nation. That historical connection is something that no amount of wear and tear can take away. For collectors, even a bad condition coin like this one can serve as a good filler in a date and mint mark collection. Many young collectors or beginners start with circulated coins like this because they're affordable and easy to find. A bad condition 1975 penny may not bring profit, but it can definitely bring appreciation for numismatics. In conclusion, the 1975 United States 1-cent coin, even in bad condition, represents more than just a small piece of copper. It tells the story of American history, minting technology, and the life of Abraham Lincoln. While its value may be small in financial terms, its value as a piece of American culture and everyday history is undeniable. So if you have a 1975 penny in your collection, worn down and scratched as it may be, consider keeping it. You never know when these coins might rise in value due to future collector demand, or you might simply treasure it as a tiny time capsule from 1975.